In this video, we will go over on how to digitize pages from a workbook into Google Slides while making them accessible for young learners. But to get started, I will need to convert these PDF pages into PNG files that I can use in Google Slides. I'll be using PDF to PNG.com. It is very simple to use. All you need to do is upload the files and wait for it to convert into a zip folder of all the PNG pages of the workbook. Once it's done converting, you can simply download the zip file of all the pages. Once you download it, you will have a folder of PNG files, and each PNG file will be a page in the workbook. So you will need this to create your worksheets on Google Slides. To convert your workbook pages into an interactive workbook page on Google Slides, simply open up a blank Google Slides presentation and title your presentation to the assignment title. Since we are working with standard workbook pages, I highly recommend that you change the page setup. So go to File, Page Setup, and click on Custom, and you will just change it to a standard letter size page. And now your slide is in the form of an 8.5 by 11 worksheet. Now you want to delete the text boxes that are already on it. To add the PNG file into the Google slide, just click on Background, choose Image, and make sure you upload the pages from the workbook. So I remember that it was page 19 from the workbook, so I'll be using page 19. I'll simply upload it onto Google Slide. Now, to add the interactive features, for this one, it's simply a fill-in-the-blank activity. So I will click on Shapes and click on the rectangular box, and I will just create the box right on the lines. So for this one, I will just click on the name line and just click and drag a box onto the name line. What I would do is to change this into a color that's more visible for students to see. So usually I pick this theme color of yellow. And also what I would do is make it transparent. So in order to make it transparent, just click on the plus button in the custom section and lower down the transparency. And now you have a transparent shape on your worksheet. So when students double click on it, they know to enter their name. But I want to also change the text size of the shape. So just click on it and also just increase the font size. And what I would do is just simply copy it and paste it onto the worksheet and click and drag to put it in another location where I want students to write their answers. So I'll just put it right over here. I would copy another box and put it right over here. And I just continue doing that for all the spots and blanks that I want the students to put their answer. Now, when a student is ready to put in their answer, all they have to do is just double click on it and enter their answer. So I'll leave this blank because I will show you how to upload an assignment into Google Classroom. So I have another type of activity. It is an activity that requires a student to draw circles. Since drawing on Google Slides is challenging, I will show you another way to make it into a click and drop activity. So I will just simply create a new slide, delete the text boxes, and add another page. So this activity requires students to draw a circle around one of the pictures. So to make it easy for them, especially for our younger learners, you will want to create a shape for them so they can easily click and drag. So go back to shapes and click on the circle and drag a circle. So I think this one is a little bit too big. I think that's a good size. And you'll want to change the fill of this circle so it's transparent for the student. And also you might want to change the color of it and also the thickness of the shape. So I usually put it around a 3 or a 4. And I think that's a good shape. There are 4 circles that they're going to have to draw. So I will simply just copy this 3 more times. Now that the circles are all there, they can simply click and drag the circles in the appropriate spots. So some people, they like to stack them right on top of each other, but you could also just leave them out on the side. And you could also put the instructions on the side also. You do have some extra room if you place interactive pieces outside of the slide. So you can simply put the instructions right there, click and drag the circles so they know to click and drag the circles to their answer. And since this is also fill in the blank, I can simply go back to the previous slide, copy the same shape, and paste it on this worksheet. And then I can also just copy it several times. Actually, there are 2 more questions here that require them to circle, so I'll just make sure that I copy it. And that is pretty much it on how to create a interactive worksheet on Google Slides. So now you want to assign this activity onto Google Classroom. And to do that, simply go to your Google Classroom, click on Classwork, click Create, then Assignment, and we will put the assignment title. You could insert any other directions or instructions right over here. You can click on Add, go to your Google Drive, and I will have the worksheet, the interactive worksheet on Google Slides right over here. So just click on it and insert it. Once you add the assignment, make sure you set it for each student is making a copy for themselves. And as with any other assignment, you can differentiate, but since I only have 1 student, I will assign it to all the students. You could assign a point value to it. So if it's a simple assignment, just make it 10 points. You could assign a due date. With any assignment, to keep yourself organized, put it in one of your topics. And then for remote learning, you want to organize them according to weeks. So this is a week 2 spelling practice. Once you are ready, you can schedule it or assign it immediately. Once you assign it, you will see your worksheet posted as a assignment under the classwork page. And that is pretty much it on how to assign a interactive worksheet on Google Classroom using Google Slides while utilizing resources that you may already have, there are two alternatives to using Google Slides for creating interactive worksheets. Seesaw is essentially a digital portfolio that is a user-friendly platform for young learners in preschool and early primary grades. For students with a touchscreen device, such as an iPad, they can use the draw feature to digitally handwrite their answers. Another great tool for students to complete worksheets online is Kami. Both platforms have free plans that are robust enough for remote learning environments. I'll go over each platform in another video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to Teaching Leading Primary for more EdTech tutorials.